Hi everyone, welcome to the gaming area with me Theo. 2 weeks ago I decided to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla again and I've been trying to finish the game this month. And finally in my live stream last week, I could beat Valhalla and finish all of the main missions in the game. So today in this video I'm going to give you my review of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But before that, I want to thanks to Ubisoft for providing me with the review copy of the game. Also consider hitting the like button down below and share the video too to help my channel to perform better on YouTube. Okay, without further ado, let's start the video. I've said it and I said it again, I love Assassin's Creed series. If you watch my impression video of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you might know that I'm an AC series fan and Valhalla is my most anticipated game in 2020. I've been waiting and very excited to play Valhalla since the game has been announced, and now after spending more than 100 hours to finish the game, I could say that I really enjoyed my time playing Valhalla and I love it despite the problems that I encountered. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is my game of the year contender, and after I beat it, I could say that this game is my GOTY in 2020. Okay, let's start with what I like about the game first. I like the story, the main character, and some side characters in the game. In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will play as A4 and follow his or her journey with the Raven clan to conquer England. You have missions to grow your own settlement, build a relationship, or have a fight with other clans in your journey, help the assassins to harm the Order of the Ancients, and unravel A4's story and destiny in the game. You will get to meet so many people in your journey and explore medieval England as your main playground. You can also go to Norway, Finland, and even Asgard and Jotunheim too that come with their own beautiful landscape and scenery. The story is one of my main reasons why I enjoyed and kept continue playing the game despite the problems that I encountered that I will talk about those later. For me, the story and the main character in Valhalla are more interesting than the previous game Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I just loved and enjoyed the origin and the journey of A4 and the Raven clan in Valhalla more than the journey and the story of Alexius or Cassandra in Odyssey. Unlike when I played Odyssey, the story in Valhalla kept making me curious and excited for what comes next when playing the game. I also like some side characters in the game to the point that I got sad or angry when those characters end up dead in the game. Another reason why I kept engaging and continuing the story in Valhalla is the modern day story and AC related story in the game. Assassin's Creed Valhalla made me excited again with the modern day story in AC universe. To be honest, after the death of Desmond Miles in Assassin's Creed Revelations, I didn't take any interest anymore with the modern day story in Assassin's Creed games after that, until I played Valhalla. You may or maybe will definitely feel excited again with the modern day story in future Assassin's Creed game after Valhalla. I can't wait to play the expansion of Assassin's Creed Valhalla or the future installment in the series for more story. Now let's talk about the gameplay. To be honest, I like the gameplay mechanics and some changes in Valhalla compared to the previous games. First, unlike Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey, Valhalla gets rid of the traditional leveling system and introduces the power leveling system. My main problem with the traditional leveling system is that the higher the level, the more experience points that you need to level up, thus making it harder for you to level up and get skill points. That's not what happened when you play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. In Valhalla, you get to increase your power level by spending your skill points. The total amount of the skill points that you spend to unlock the skills is your power level. It's really easy to increase my power level and get skill points in this game because the experience points threshold to get skill points is stay the same throughout the game, unlike the traditional leveling system in the previous games. It made Valhalla less grindy than the Origins and Odyssey, and I love this new leveling system more. I also enjoyed doing side missions in Valhalla more than when I played Origins and Odyssey. In Valhalla, you also don't need to worry about gears and equipment to get bloated with excessive amount of items like in Odyssey anymore. Valhalla eliminates the gear looting system, but instead you get to obtain the gears and the weapons in the game by searching them in the designated chests or locations, buying them in the shop, or by completing the quest in the game. After you get the gears and weapons, some of them can be upgraded in the blacksmith to improve the rarity up to mythical tier. So yeah, this change in Valhalla gameplay mechanic is another nice change for me compared to Odyssey. Some concerns from me about the game is that Valhalla is not a short game to finish just like the recent previous games in the series. You definitely need more than 50 hours to complete the main quest in the game. For me, I need more than 100 hours to finish the main story of the game. I finished all of the main quests and conquered all of the regions in the game, upgraded my settlement level to the max, finished and killed all of the members and zealots in the Order of the Ancients, unlocked and upgraded my abilities and skills, maxed out my power level, and collected all of the normal gears and weapons in the game. Another thing that might become a concern is that the game is kinda janky sometimes. But even though the game is kinda janky sometimes, I still enjoyed the combat and it's not a problem for me at all. Overall, I enjoyed the gameplay and the combat in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I love the changes that Valhalla gives to me that made the game better than the previous recent AC games in the series. Now let's talk about the graphics and the performance of the game. The graphics and the visuals are the last things that I love from Valhalla. On PC, if you play the game on at least 1080p in high presets, the game will look great and beautiful. I played and tested the game on both my gaming laptop with GTX 1050 and my desktop PC with GTX 1650 Super. On my gaming laptop with Ryzen 5 GTX 1050 and 16GB of RAM, I could get around 20 to 40 FPS on 1080p in low setting, and I could get more than 30 FPS on 720p resolution. The graphics and visuals on lower setting and resolution will make the graphics look not good and not appealing, so it will decrease the beauty that Valhalla could give to you when playing it. Because of that, I prefer to play the game on my desktop PC. For my desktop PC with Core i3 9th Gen, GTX 1650 Super and 16GB RAM, I could play the game on 1080p in high setting and get more than 40 FPS when playing the game most of the time. But I preferred my own setting too by changing the game's preset to ultra high but lowering the environment textures to medium to achieve comfortable frame rates at around 30 to 50 FPS. Due to better graphics and visuals on higher setting and resolution, I always prefer to play the game on my desktop PC. The graphics and the visual of Assassin's Creed Valhalla is just really good, and you can see so many nice and beautiful scenery and landscape in the game. In my impression video, I mentioned that the things that I always do when playing Assassin's Creed games are performing synchronization and doing leap of faith. I always got the beautiful scenery and landscape every time I search and perform a synchronization in Valhalla. The world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla is just beautiful to the eyes, and I never get bored with it. Sometimes during my way on a mission, I stop or relax just to see some beautiful landscape and scenery that the game gives to me. I really love the graphics and the visuals of the game, and it's making me enjoy the game more. It would be a waste if you play the game on lower setting and resolution, because the beautiful graphics and the visuals in the game on higher graphics settings are one of the reasons why I love and enjoyed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Okay, I have mentioned all of the things that I love from the game. Now let's talk about what I don't like about the game. The very first problem that I really don't like or even hate from the game is the FPS drop problem that I got most of the time when playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The FPS drop problem is even one of the main reasons why I stopped playing Valhalla in December 2020. I waited for a new update that hopefully could fix the FPS drop problem, but unfortunately the FPS drop problem still exists even on the latest update in January 2020. It's annoying and frustrating because every time I got the problem, I need to get back to the main menu and reload my save game or the autosave again until the problem disappears. And the problem happened both on my gaming laptop and my desktop PC. Look, I really love and enjoyed the game, but this problem is one of the main reasons why I chose to stop playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's fortunate though, because I was still very curious about the story in Valhalla and I really wanted to finish it, so I decided to play the game again in January 2021 to finish Valhalla, even though I had to be patient with the problem. Next, another thing that I don't like is the game crash. I got a crash several times during my time playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's frustrating because sometimes I was in the middle of doing a mission. Fortunately, there is an automatic save, so when the game crashed and I had to replay the game again, I didn't need to replay the mission from the very start. The good news is this problem has been fixed with the latest update of the NVIDIA GPU driver, and I think it's true. I got no crash anymore when playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla with the latest NVIDIA driver update. The last thing that I don't like about the game is the quest bugs. I don't know, maybe I'm just unlucky that I got those quest bugs problem. During my time playing the game, I got a bug where I was still in the combat mode even though I have killed all of the enemies near me or even after I hit myself. I also got a bug where the side character in the quest didn't go to the place that they were supposed to go. The last bug that I got is when I was live streaming the game to finish it. Supposedly after I finished the Hamptonshire final quest, Haytham would give me a quest named The Poor Fellow Soldier that would give me the last clue about the leader of the Order of the Ancients, the father, and track him and find him. Unfortunately, because of the bug, I didn't get that quest, and in the end I had to reload my save game before I killed the last zealot, and I had to start the Hamptonshire final quest again and quest after that all over again. I wasted 2 hours in order to get that Poor Fellow Soldier quest because of the bug, and I really hate it. So yeah, that's my review of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Even though I have some problems with the game, I still love and I really enjoyed the game until finished nonetheless. The things that I love from the game are the reasons why I kept playing Valhalla until finished despite the problems that I encountered. I love the story of the game, the origin and the journey of A4 and the Raven clan. Valhalla is also making me excited again with the modern day story in Assassin's Creed universe, and I can't really wait to play the expansion DLCs for Valhalla in the future installment in the series. I also believe that the developer will keep making the game to be better and more optimized in the future, and I hope they could fix the remaining problems that I got when playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because this game is really great and I love it, and I don't want people to stop playing because the problems that I encountered. I enjoyed the gameplay and the combat system of the game, even though it's kinda janky sometimes. The addition of the new power level system and the removal of the gear loot system in Valhalla are great and positive change for me, and I quite enjoyed doing side activities and side missions in the game too, more than when I played the recent previous games in the series. The beautiful graphics and visuals of Valhalla in higher setting and resolution are also great, thus making my journey across the map in the game even better and meaningful. For me, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is worth my Game of the Year title in 2020. But what do you guys think of the game? If you have any questions regarding Assassin's Creed Valhalla, feel free to tell me in the comment down below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the gaming area. See you in the next video.